Hi, I'm doing Paul McWhorter's Raspberry Pico W lessons, and recently we've been doing things using a joystick. And first of all, it was to calibrate the joystick and then to control a servo so that the servo mimicked the angle of the joystick, and then to choose colours from the HSV colouring. And whenever you're using things like that, you've got loads of cables, which is why that looks a total nightmare, total nightmare. I have to apologise for that. Now, I tried using my 360-degree servo, could not get it to work, so instead I'm using, this is a pan tilt device, so the bottom one's pan, then that's tilt, which I'm not using, and then I've stuck another one on top. And it's coming unstuck, unfortunately, but we will hope that that will work. And I wanted to use an external power supply, but my only external power supply that I had at hand was my Freenove Raspberry Pi projects board, which has a power supply that you can turn on and off there, and you can plug various things in, like the joystick, whoops, I can't see that, the joystick, and buttons. But as I've just got the naked board, all the pieces are on the Arduino R4-R3 board, so I decided not to use that. But that is the way round to avoid all those damn wires. So first of all, I'm using, for the servo, I'm using Pico 0, which is jolly good. I've that there is something I found out, nothing in the documentation, but it's so that you could get the servo to turn through 180 degrees rather than just 90. Not in the documentation. I had to dig into the actual code, and then no, nothing really of interest in my code at all, apart from when I'm showing the neopixels, they want to go clockwise, but the joystick is going anti-clockwise, so I had to just fiddle with that. And when I find the angle on the joystick, I'm actually putting, so if it's 180 degrees, I'm turning one servo by 90 and the other one by 90. I thought that was easier rather than turning one servo completely to 180 and then starting with the other one. So I suppose the only thing I can do is keep my fingers crossed and demonstrate it. Right, nothing's happening. Now, if we show the servo like that, and there, it has got to 90, and that's going round, and then when it gets to the end, it will shoot back because it can't keep going round. So unfortunately, the wires and everything are catching, but you get the idea. If my little Velcro dot was working better, it would show a lot better. So that's my neopixel ring. It isn't doing anything, and the reason for that is I didn't want to risk having two servos, a joystick and a neopixel ring all plugged in at the same time. So I haven't got the power plugged into the neopixel ring, so I will take out the two leads to the 5 volts for the servos, and I'll plug that in. Now it needs to start at the beginning, so I need to stop the program and start it again. And it ought to be like that to line up with the joystick. So if I hold the joystick there, then if I go round like that, you can see that the relevant neopixel is lighting up, and the colours also change. It's very difficult to see with this camera, and it is a bit light in here, and it changes the colour according to the HSV colour wheel. So there's my incredibly poor video. Many apologies, but I thought I would just try and see if I could do something.